welcome everybody to the latest episode of Lots of Lobang.
Hello.
Welcome again.
Yeah.
You are joined
By
by the
Josiah,
Lobang boys.
Josiah,
Josiah,
Hello.
and
Hello.
Shaun, and Shaun.
Deepen. Yours truly.
Deepen.
Yes.
Yes. So we've got a really interesting episode today.
Yep.
Because it's filled with bells and gongs.
Bells and gongs.
True. What
Bells.
it lacks is whistles. We are going to bring the whistle in. The Lots of Lobang.
Don't worry, the Indians will. Like how they do at Thaipusam.
Which is still not a holiday.
Yeah, and there is a reason why. It was debated in Parliament, and if people want to actually know why it's not a holiday, go and read up.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Do some fucking research, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, don't allow agencies or fucking influencers on like fucking social media to tell you what.
Usually, people who have got emotional agendas,
Yeah.
right? They want to rile up people. They want to rile up like fucking racial sentiments or whatever.
They are the
And then they
ones
come up with
who,
all this kind of
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But also we here at Lots of Lobang, we have emotions, but usually it's for the wrong reasons. Yeah, we have emotions for the vaccine. We want to be immune to COVID-19. And that's why we're drinking the
We
fucking
are
vaccine right
immunizing
now.
ourselves
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanitizing.
We do not need the jab.
little by little.
We're
Because we
sanitizing
are drinking the
internally.
fluids.
Yes.
Internal sanitation.
We are drinking the juice of God
Yeah.
into our bodies.
The nectar of gods.
Exactly.
Nectar of God.
It's gonna make us immortal.
Immortal.
Yeah.
Not immoral.
Immortal.
Immoral might be a consequence of other things, but
Yeah. It might be.
I
yeah.
get those mixed up sometimes.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I sometimes do like alcohol immortal or immoral. I don't know. Just drink a bit more.
I think that's the juniors in you, isn't it?
You just drink a bit more.
yeah.
Yeah, when you look at
Oh,
Palestine
if
and it's
you're
like,
saying-
yeah,
if you're
we need to
saying
conquer
If
that.
you're saying Junus, then it's immoral.
But let's not touch race.
Well, we are
When it
touching
comes
race.
to the Jews, let's
Oh.
talk race in Singapore.
Exactly.
Race in Singapore.
Because-
Something that's close to our hearts.
Yeah, while we were recording our previous episode, we were actually bombarded by texts and like links of the incident that we're going to talk about first.
I'd like to point out that Josiah was the one that pointed it out first.
Yeah. While we
He-
were recording, like you were sent the link.
Yeah,
Shortly
Yes.
after, I got sent the link.
yeah.
Yeah. And I
And then like within like
s-
minutes, like 20, 30 minutes, Mothership posted on it.
wait, it's kind of sad. I never got the link. Wait, does that mean I'm the racist one of this group?
No, because
'Cause-
Jews got different problems.
Ah, yes. Okay.
You guys want to conquer the world,
No time
You
for the
guys are
small stuff.
handling-
Huh? No,
handling Epstein and
Mm,
Maxwell,
no-
Ghislaine Maxwell. and all.
no
So
time
you
for the
got
small
too many things. You got too many things on your plate. So they were like, nah.
Nah, don't send it to
The
me.
mo- the
Don't
most-
bother him.
The Mossad was not bothered with sending
Don't
you those
bother him
links.
with the small stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it blew up. Honestly, when I
It-
saw the thing,
yeah.
we were making jabs like this looks staged. This
Yeah,
looks like who would be crazy enough to like approach a couple and say those things, and who would want to film that thing? We were we were all
because
kind of wrong.
we question everything. We try not to take things at face value. We
Mhm.
like to know more about things. But at the same time, we also say outlandish shit because we like it.
Yes, and we of
And
course
no
it's
one's
all,
gonna
it's
stop
all
us.
Lim Wei Ming.
As long as Lim Wei Ming is involved, we get absolved.
Yeah, but the thing is that it caught so much attention. Even K Shanmugam, our Minister K Shanmugam caught wind
Yeah.
of it.
Let's not say anything bad about him because he might sue us.
We are not saying anything bad.
We're
You're
not.
saying
The
that
righteous and glorious K. Shanmugam.
It caught his attention, and yeah, it was outlandish. What the guy was saying, like I mean, the whole thing seemed like wow. Why would you approach someone
Alright.
out in the middle of the street?
Shall we give some context to
I'm
those?
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to find a video. I can't find it on
Yeah.
YouTube.
You
I
can't
don't
find
think
it
so.
on
No, but
YouTube.
this is from Straits Times. It's not the original video that the guy
No, you
posted.
need to go to Mothership for that.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to go to the source.
The source.
The
Truth.
truth.
Fucking hell, you need to go to our most trusted news agency.
I like how when I click mothership.sg, immediately incest adult daughter.
Oh, for those
for-
who have not watched or listened to our
Twas
previous
last
episode,
week episode.
Love is Love, please check it out. With really good artwork by Josie.
Hold on. You all named it Love is Love? Love
Yeah.
is Love?
Love is
Love
Love, yeah.
is-
Love is love.
Wow.
See, Sean, this is a problem you have when you don't repost, don't like, don't share our shit
Yeah,
with
Sean.
anyone else.
Exactly.
And then you don't even know what we name the episodes.
I'm a selfish person. I keep everything to myself, okay?
That's not even being selfish. That's you being lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Let's break down this video.
okay, so we'll break it down, right?
Yeah.
So the guy in the red T-shirt, the Chinese man,
Yes.
has just approached from the video itself.
A seeming
Yes.
So
patriot.
we don't know what happened before this, right?
Yeah.
So the video started rolling at this point, and an Indian guy, a guy who looks Indian, in a white T-shirt, is talking to a Chinese guy in a red T-shirt.
With the word Singapore on his
With the
chest.
word Singapore,
A
straight from
patriot, like you said,
Giordano or
Mike.
Bossini or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And the guy is saying that, you know, if someone else, like anyone else who's not Chinese, if that person is dating a Chinese girl or trying to marry a Chinese girl, that's
Racist.
that's racist. And then the Indian guy is like, wow, that is so racist.
Right.
Are you even hearing what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
And then he kind of insulted him by saying, you're wearing a Singapore t-shirt and
Yes.
you're saying this shit.
Yeah, you're wearing a Singapore T-shirt. I serve my country.
Yeah. So so we can assume that the guy in white is a patriot.
Well, no,
He served 2 years in national service.
If you look at it from here, the
Here-
guy
here-
in red is patriot.
Yeah, no, but here in the Lords of Lobang, we don't take sides. We are we are unbiased platform.
Okay,
Yeah. So let's play this video and see where it goes.
Wait. So we let's establish something,
Yeah.
right? So the Chinese guy
Yes.
said something really dumb,
Yes.
in our opinions, or
Yes.
in my opinion. Okay, so he said something really dumb.
Yeah.
It said if you're Indian,
If
should
you're
marry-
non-Chinese,
if you're
you
non-Chi-
should-
you
you
should
should-
marry non-Chinese because if you're proud of your race, you just marry your.
You
Your
shouldn't be
own-
dating someone outside of your race,
Yeah,
basically.
because that's racist. then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he said something dumb, and now the guy is like reacting to it, lah. The
Yeah.
Indian guy, right?
Something. This has nothing to do with nationalism. Okay? It has all to do with race. Just so, yeah, my girlfriend, who's half Chinese, half Thai, should marry
I'm sure
someone
her parents
who's
is very happy. I'm sure your parents is very proud.
He's green is the.
No, I'm not disgraced. If you think that there is no such thing as racism, then you're wrong. You're racist as well.
I'm racist.
Yeah,
Just
you should-
because my
you should
father
be-
is Chinese.
You should be an Indian.
I'm not a full Indian.
Why not? Why not Indian?
Ask my parents that.
Why didn't you Indian?
What is wrong with you? Do you understand what you're saying?
I understand what I'm saying. If you think the Chinese are very proud that the Indians are married to Chinese, you're wrong. You're not.
Okay. So, what we can deduce from here, the guy is saying that if you think that a Chinese parent will allow her daughter or their daughter to marry someone outside their race, you are wrong. And the Indian guy is saying that he said something like, "No, you do not know us. You do
No,
not know."
he said something like, I'm not full Indian.
Right.
Right, he said something like that, but then he didn't clarify that it's half Filipino, half Indian.
Right.
He did not say. He did not come to that point.
And the girlfriend is half Thai, half Chinese
Half
as well.
Thai, half Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the kind. Okay, let's be clear here. That's the kind of porn that I would completely dig in. That's the kind of porn that they say is half Indian, half Filipino, bangs a half Chinese, half Thai lady.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah.
Because this is an amalgamation of
Smorgasbord
Southeast Asia,
of,
Exactly.
race.
fucking
races.
full-blown East Asia and South Asia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, they have found each other and
Yeah.
they are going to promote peace throughout Asia.
And the fact that they hadn't started a Pornhub channel
OnlyFans.
or OnlyFans first, leading up to Pornhub. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they should make some money from this kind of
But
shit.
from the way he looks right now, I don't think I want to see any content with this guy.
He might have a piece. Let's just say. He might
Yeah,
have
but then
being half Indian, he might have
but
a
then
piece.
after that, when the camera flipped over, I was not really keen on seeing his girlfriend either.
Wait, his girlfriend's kind of cute though.
No, she's wearing a mask. You can't say that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the illusion of
Fair.
illusion of a mask.
However, being half Thai, I will assume that you want to double check her pictures right now with her baby photos, because they might look completely different.
Yeah.
When you look at the baby photos, like, wait, she has short hair, she's wearing shorts. Is that a guy? You won't know. I'm just saying, you won't know. You got to be sure. Shall we keep playing?
But what? Let's listen closely to what the Singaporean Singaporean patriot is saying.
The Chinese man.
Yeah.
Hear this out, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not making this shit up.
Yeah, I'm not making sure. Yeah, correct.
There's a Chinese Singaporean man here
Yeah.
who's upset with the person behind the phone
Correct.
who's recording,
Yeah. Sure.
saying that she being a Chinese shouldn't be with a person like me.
Yeah, correct.
And then
Indian race. I'm not like you. I'm not just saying you, okay? I'm saying Indian race. I've got nothing against you personally, but I think it's a racist that the Indian prey on Chinese girl.
Pray!
Yeah, prey. It's a predatory.
Are you mental?
You are mental.
You know what you're saying?
You know what you're saying.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, correct. So I say, if you're proud of your own race, marry Indian.
I can't even believe that.
I got nothing against that. Okay, but I know you're preying on the Chinese girl, and the Chinese are not happy with it. I'm just telling you.
Who's the one who's not happy?
I am.
You're not happy. Why are you not happy?
But the Chinese knows, okay?
Am I paying your taxes? That you're not happy?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's. I think we need to unpack a lot of things here.
Yeah.
So he's saying. So in this little segment here, he's saying that I'm unhappy that not you personally speaking to the Indian fellow. What's his name? I think his name is being let's call him white shirt guy.
Something Prakash.
Zegna.
White shirt Zegna guy.
Something Prakash lah, his name.
Yeah, something Prakash doesn't help.
No,
Zegna guy.
he's got a Christian name
It's
as well.
Zegna versus Singapore. Okay.
Okay, so Zegna versus Singapore. Yeah, the white shirt guy, the Indian wearing a white shirt guy is Zegna. So the Singapore guy is telling Zegna, saying, "Hey, I'm nothing against you personally, but
If you were not racist,
you would date someone your own race."
Yeah. So no, you are
And-
racist
and-
for not dating
And
someone your own
he's
race.
insinuating that when
You're not
Indian
proud.
men date Chinese girl, they're preying on them.
He's not even
Praying.
insinuating. He said
He's saying that
said-
if
it.
Indian
he
men
said it.
That's
date
why we need
Chinese
Demon the
girls-
lawyer.
Yeah.
Indian men date Chinese
Yeah.
girls. Indian men are preying on Chinese girls.
Chinese girls,
And
yes.
if they refuse to date their own race, they themselves are racist.
They're
Because
racist.
they're not proud
Yeah.
of their own race and they want to move outside of their own race.
You know, a lot of people can look into this situation and say, "Hey, the Chinese Singaporean guy, he's a fucking racist. He's call him all kinds of ism."
Wait.
But what I say,
Before we analyze the thing,
Yes.
let's just finish the entire thing.
no,
then
but before we continue, I'm just gonna say that I think this guy has been butthurt. I think
it
he was
sounds like that.
he was dating a Chinese girl, and then this Indian bloke came into the picture,
swooped in.
with an 8-inch cock, and then he couldn't fight the guy with a 5-inch dick. You know, it's like back in Star Wars where everyone has the same lightsaber,
Yeah.
but his lightsaber was shorter. And then he was like, I have a dagger. That guy has a sword. I can't win.
He brought a
can't win.
wazikaze to
Or the guy has a gun.
Or the guy has the guy's a machine gun. I have a little tiny dagger.
Sword. Gun beats sword.
Gun beats dagger.
Yeah,
But
gun beats dagger.
gun beats 2-inch dagger. And it's like, yeah. I'm gonna take it out.
What's the short sword in the samurai one called? What's,
The
what?
katana is the
Yeah,
big one,
katana,
right?
and then the okay, whatever. So he's the shorter one.
Yeah, he's the shorter one. Yeah. Let's continue.
Was I?
Doesn't matter. Like I'm telling you, I'm sure her parents are very happy, right? I'm sure her parents are very happy. You are such a disgrace. You are not a disgrace. You don't think, okay, that you are bringing something up. Okay?
No, so you know what this guy saying? He's saying an Indian shouldn't marry a Chinese.
Yeah, I'm saying a Chinese should not marry an Indian himself.
What is wrong with you, man?
I'm also saying the Chinese.
Why is the fella trying to get support here?
Okay, but to be
Hey.
fair, he's in Orchard Road. He's trying to garner like support from people shopping in Orchard Road.
You know why now? He feels that he's in the home ground now. Because
Yeah.
the Thai embassy is right behind them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Everyone
maybe.
around them is probably saying it's all crazy.
Yeah.
Are they? That's why our first impression of this whole thing was it's a stunt.
Can I just be clear that this video is 8 minutes and we are about 2.5 minutes in?
Yeah, it gets better. It gets better.
It continues for the next 5 minutes. At
But I'm
least.
but
Jesus Christ.
remember our first reaction to this? We all thought this was a stunt
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
because it looks so played out. It looks like who on one hand will be saying the things that he's saying. and
Exactly.
why would
While
anyone-
knowing that he's being filmed.
while knowing he's being filmed
And it's going on social
and
media.
who is like actively the actively filming this one I can understand. It would definitely hit you. Oh, this will garner views. This will definitely
Yeah.
and this is on our side. Clearly they think they already know that this is on our side. This guy is being kind of strange and wonky. But on his end, I can actually tell that this guy he truly believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's and on the other hand, right, I think you're right. He was butthurt because the thing he said about the girl is like, this girl, I think her parents are really happy that she's dating you.
Yeah.
And he's not saying it in a sarcastic manner. It's not like saying, oh yeah, you think they are very happy about her dating you. No, he's actually saying, you think they are happy about dating you. Yeah, it might have happened to him. It might have happened to him. Like, yeah,
Could have.
you know,
But it'll be funny if the girl's parents come out.
and say we're
It's
not.
like, we agree with
We agree with him. We don't know
with
why
the
she's
Singapore
dating-
Yeah,
Yeah.
We don't know why
agree
she's
with Mr.
dating him.
Singapore. We don't like her dating the guy.
Yeah,
He's a bum.
he's a bum, and he only sings half well.
Imagine if that happens.
So yeah, we disagree with her dating a guy with fucking rock and roll hairstyle.
Yeah, but
Rock and roll hair, but it's not really bad.
Rastafarian,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah,
no, but
he smokes a bit too much weed. He
He's
doesn't
on-
really have a job.
He's on pitch half the time.
But we disagree with what the guy says when it comes to race. We don't really care about it, but this guy
Yeah.
needs to get a job. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
the other thing that hits me is I never knew that fella, the one in red,
Yeah.
is a neon poly lecturer.
Yes. It
Yes.
gets better. It gets better.
It gets
It
better.
gets
Go
better.
on, go on.
Should we go on?
Yeah.
And he was accused.
Sister should not be married Indian.
This is a wild, you know. I lived my life in
not
so
wild.
many countries, but I've never met a guy as.
There is
I don't want to use words,
Yeah.
but I've never met a guy like that.
I'll tell you
Just so you
something.
know.
I'll tell you something. In that case, you do not know that in America, okay, they are.
Dude, I served my country.
Why American don't like Obama? Then you are wrong. Why?
We are
why
living in
Harry-
Singapore. Dude,
why
it's
Harry
not about
Maguire-
governance, about any other places around the world.
Come on, that is
Love
America.
is love, number
That
one.
is America. Love is not love.
Love is not
There
love. Then
is
what
a
is love to you?
race. There is a race.
You just
I
love is
definitely
love.
agree with.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love. Love is love.
And now you may kiss your bride
Your husband.
at this point.
And now you can
At this point, you can kiss your husband.
Yeah.
Wait, but what I don't understand is from the Chinese. Okay, this is my first time watching the whole fucking video. What I don't understand is the fucking Chinese Singapore guy, saying that suddenly bringing on America. I don't get it.
Professor Singapore. He
Professor
said
Singapore, yeah.
He said something about
okay,
Obama. What
I
did he say
think
about
he's trying to
Obama?
say that.
Donald Trump won. Why are you talking
No,
about Obama?
I think he's trying to say that even Obama
Is racist?
would not be happy if his daughters were to date an Indian guy.
Can we like
Okay,
scroll back a bit?
okay. I don't know Obama. No, we don't scrub this. Fuck this. We make our own truth.
No,
Yeah.
no. As in
No,
yeah.
no, I'm saying that is what the Chinese guy
Yeah.
was trying
Yeah.
to say.
But let's just assume that that's what he said. But I think
I don't even know his name. I think his name is out there, but I'm just going to call him Eric from now on.
I'm going to call
From
him
now on,
Professor
Eric.
Singapore.
I'm just going to call him Eric.
I'm gonna call him. Yeah, let's call him Eric Singapore.
Yeah, Eric Singapore.
His
That's
last
what I'm
name
gonna
is
call him.
Singapore.
Yeah.
Eric Singh.
Okay, so
Eric Singh.
Eric
Singh.
Eric Singh.
Singh, yeah. So none of us know Obama, right? But we know that he spent 8 years in the office.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's safe to assume that he doesn't care who his daughters marry, but they have to be the top 1% in the world. Whether they're white,
Yeah.
black, or they have to be politicians. They have to be
At least the majority.
connected with the military industrial
They've
complex.
Definitely had to attended a party that Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell
Exactly.
organized.
They have to be big tech as well.
Big tech. Yeah.
Yeah. So Obama wants to sell his kids, his daughters, into the establishment.
They're on the free market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How much money he's going to pay, that's up for grabs, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Shall we continue this?
Racist Erickson.
Race. There is a race, and you should not come in, okay, and disturb the race.
So should I go back to India?
You're not from
I'm not
India.
even from India.
Fine, you're not from India. I got nothing against you staying in Singapore. I got nothing against you. The only thing is, when you're praying a Chinese girl, I tell you, the Chinese don't like it.
The Chinese don't like
Yeah,
it.
the Chinese don't like it. Okay, I said that you know,
Uh,
all these people who don't like it.
Pause it there. Okay. Eric Sung, right?
This is hilarious, dude.
Okay, I give him some props. Eric Sung.
Yeah.
He stood his ground because guy Prakash,
Yeah.
he actually brought up a straw man right there.
Right.
Like he's like, should I go back to India?
Right.
And then he's like, you're not from India. That's what Eric Sung really say. But you're not from India.
Ericsson.
You say you're Singaporean, right? That means you're Singaporean. Then why you want to go back to India? So Eric Sung say you're not from India. Right?
Yeah.
So this fellow was bringing up straw man fucking tactics
Right.
to
Yeah.
try and egg this fella on to see where this guy is going on. Like he was literally, trying to add on to the damage that this guy was already doing to himself.
and he's
Right.
trying to walk away.
So Eric Sung is trying to walk away.
Ericsson, racist
Hey,
Ericsson.
we
is
do
about to
apologize
walk
to
away.
anyone who's listening whose name is Eric.
Not really.
So racist Ericsson is walking away.
Yeah.
No, but I think he will return. I think he will.
He will return because
No, he's
right,
drawn back.
right now
yeah,
the
yeah.
video is not even halfway.
Every
The video
single
is not even
time,
halfway.
every single time he's trying to walk away, he gets brought.
He gets
back.
pulled back, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
Godfather, bro.
Just when I thought I was
Yeah,
out.
just when he
I'm
thought
pulled
out,
back in.
he's pulled back in
They
into his
pulled me
racist
back
run.
in.
Let's
Yeah.
go, let's go, let's
Let's
go.
go.
It's only you. Now, why don't the
You are
Chinese...
racist.
Why don't, I'm racist. I'm racist.
You mean you're racist?
If you think that race, there's no such thing as racism.
But pause it there. He just said, "I'm racist. I'm racist."
No,
twice.
I
he
admit,
confirmed it.
I admit that I'm racist.
So
he did say that.
racist Ericsson has agreed to this name, and I'm
Yeah.
not making it up. Racist Ericsson
Yeah.
has agreed to being called racist.
Racist.
Okay,
His
so
name
now
might
I
not be
think
Eric.
so now I think if we take an objective viewpoint from this whole episode, right,
Mm.
is that at least Eric Sung is he's being honest. Yeah, he admits that he's
Yeah,
sometimes a
admits
bit racist.
He's racist. He's racist
Yeah.
Ericsson. Yeah.
Though
yeah,
we
yeah.
might not agree with his views, but at least like props, man. You yeah.
You're not one of those that hide
wear
behind
it on your
I'm not
chest.
racist,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
shouldn't exist. I'm not racist, but you shouldn't even you. I don't know why I'm looking at you. Don't look me in the eye. Don't
Because he
look
wants
me
to be
in
an
the eye.
influencer. That's why.
Yeah, influence.
He's like the cameras are on. Let me sprout my views.
Yeah, there were stories
gonna go
about there were
viral.
stories about him that came out after all this come out. You know.
Yeah.
Hang
So-
on.
so
Yeah.
okay,
We
let's
talk
go,
about it
let's
later.
go. Man, I
You're
find
wrong.
those funny.
There's no such thing.
I never said no. Obviously, racism exists.
You
You are the example.
You are right, yeah.
You
of
are the example
racist.
as well.
I'm racist.
You don't see a Chinese guy.
Just because
You don't see a Chinese guy. You don't see a Chinese guy. Indian girl. You don't see a Chinese guy.
that is nonsense.
Indian girl.
Hold on.
A Chinese guy can get anybody he wants. It's called game.
You don't see a Chinese guy preying on an Indian girl. I feel that should be written as a mantra and then made into a T-shirt,
Yeah.
and then it should be sold to all Chinese men. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, we live in a day and age where things are getting a little bit too funky,
Exactly.
where people can make such statements,
Yeah.
and then you have people standing there and trying to argue with a person like that.
Actually, actually, right? If you look at it, there when it comes to Chindian, like Indian Chinese mix,
Yeah.
most of the Chindians that I know have Indian fathers and Chinese women.
Yeah.
Very few of them have Chinese men and Indian women.
Correct.
Could he be onto something?
Hmm.
Could he be onto something?
Definitely.
Could he come from a point where he where he was dating a Indian lady
Yeah.
and then she ran off with another guy,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Fuck, I really love her, but she ran off with another Indian man. Fuck all Indian men."
You know why not?
Could it be?
You know
Could it
why?
be? Yeah.
Because there are more cases of Indian women
Yeah.
marrying white men.
Right.
No, but that would work.
Right.
That would work for him, right? He's already saying that that if he was dating an Indian girl and she went back to an Indian guy, then
Yeah.
it would be wrong, right? Because that's what he's going for. He's saying that Indian girls should only go for Indian guys. Indian
No,
guys,
he.
vice versa.
No, what he's saying is that if you're of a certain race,
You should be
stick
proud of
within
your,
it-
yeah,
stick within your
your
certain
own
race.
So he's saying that it's racist. His point of view is that it's racist to go outside your race.
Yeah.
It means
Yeah.
you're not proud of your race, that you went outside your race and go fraternize with the other races. He's not saying that the Chinese are better or Indians are better. He's just saying
Yeah.
that stay within your own race.
Yeah.
And then after that, he goes to admit that I'm
he-
racist.
And he did say that I've got no problems with you as an individual.
yes.
right.
I start to have a problem with you
When you mix up
you
outside.
try to prey on
Yeah.
women of my race.
So he doesn't
Right.
believe that he should be like shining his shoe and nothing else. He just says like you can do what you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Just don't date a Chinese girl. Or
But
any other thing. It's like if you date a Malay girl, also cannot. You date Chinese girl, cannot.
no,
you
but
I'm not, cannot.
in the Malay situation, he will not be as worried as in this scenario.
No, because he's racist, he can't see color, so they.
No, he can see,
almost,
he can
yeah,
see.
Yeah, but they almost match.
He's only worried when the girl is Chinese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only Chinese or different.
But
that-
what
that
he
much of a
failed to
difference.
realize is that in his fucking grandparents came from China, and in China they came from different states, and in different states they looked on other different states who come from the fucking villages from fucking different tribes, and they be like, don't
No,
marry this
But
fucking
the thing
tribe
is that
because they're
that's
fucking
where
losers.
it came from. He already admitted he's
So-
racist, and he also
Yeah,
believes that.
But I
it-
think
it
that's
goes
jumping
there.
it a little bit already, right?
Yeah.
We follow the video first, and
Yeah,
let's
sure.
see what
I'm-
other things he does.
I'm becoming biased right now.
Yeah.
No, no.
Let me become unbiased again.
Yeah.
Let's watch this video.
Let's fix it.
It's called game.
I'm sure his parents is very happy, but your parents is disgrace.
Yo.
Yeah.
Don't cross the line, man.
No.
No, you have crossed the line.
No, not the line. When it comes to race,
Okay, let's be clear. The Singapore Eric is trying to walk away, and then
Yeah.
Zegna white shirt guy is holding him.
when it comes to race, you do not use the word race.
Okay, at this point, let us just narrate that they are standing face to face in fucking boxer stands.
Squared
They're,
up.
s- they're,
Squared
they're
up.
squaring now. They're fucking. It's fucking intense. They're staring in each other's eyes. We want them to kiss, but however, they do not kiss, and
And they don't throw fists either.
No.
Literal word.
We can debate about something. Yeah. Here is the money point.
It's
There-
not intelligent.
there
It's
is
racist. It's racism.
Of course, it's racism. There is a race. You
I'm a
are
minority in
different
this country. You need
race.
to
Doesn't
confront
matter.
this
Doesn't
racism.
matter. I am not disgracing you because you're a minority. You don't have to. I don't have to disgrace you. If you go there
You
with
are
an Indian,
disgracing
I'm
me.
perfectly fine.
You're disgracing
She
me.
is disgracing me. I'm not saying you. I said she is disgracing me.
Just because she's Chinese.
Yeah, alright. She is disgracing me.
What is wrong?
Wait,
He's pretty far away right now.
play till he actually leaves, and then at one point, right, it stops being a conversation, and then it just this fella speaking to the camera. Then that's where we can stop.
And guys,
We can stop because we don't need to hear his opinions. It's not worthy.
wait, hang on, but we should play the whole thing so you have context. Cause this is the first time I'm watching it as well.
Why? He's Indian.
Oh, are you racist?
Hang on, let's just play for 1 minute. 1 minute.
welcome to Singapore. Well,
Wait, what? Wait,
Stop there,
hold
stop
on.
there, stop there. Stop there.
Stop
You
there.
see, that's why
that
I said.
generalization was
Jesus
why
Christ.
Can you
said-
stop stopping this? I have a lot of editing to do, dude.
No, there's no anything. We are just going to go straight
Because I'm
on.
going to put this photo, this fucking video on the.
Yeah, but
thing.
he just
Oh.
said welcome to Singapore.
Welcome
like,
to
Singapore.
like
Yeah.
that insinuation
I'm
is
sorry,
that
but yeah.
everybody in Singapore is like this. How dare you?
I just want to say he's a chubby funster.
No,
He looks like a chubby funster.
How dare you make
That's
that
why- that's
generalization
why the
out of
half
just
tiger likes
meeting
him.
one person? Like this whole thing. That's why I always assume that this was it was staged, and now it's not fully staged, but now I can see that he did this for a different reason, like for views,
His own agenda.
his own agenda.
Right,
yeah.
When he
And
says
now
welcome
he's-
to Singapore.
And the best thing, he's getting it.
He's
Because-
getting loads of publicity,
because
man.
he
Like
looks-
Straight Times called him on for like
He
their
made himself
news
out to
thing
look
and
like
all
a
this kind of-
fucking victim.
Yeah.
But he's been pulling that guy back all over again. None of us are agreeing with that guy on his views. Per se. Like, oh yeah, what he did is right. But the fact that you brought him back in just to garner
he
that
was
view.
right on certain things, lah.
No,
Like
not
he's-
whether
he
right or
admitted-
not.
He admitted that he was racist.
Yes.
Right.
But what right?
There are racists. All these kind of things.
I
he
mean,
was right.
the thing is that's what the argument is zoned on. But what this guy did was also kind of, I don't know, cheap. he
Yes.
brought that guy back in for that whole thing for the views. Right?
Sean,
You can say that
We,
for
we
the
can
views.
go one level above that as well. I will agree with you with this. At no point of this in this video did you hear the half Thai, half Chinese girl.
Oh no, later. He
Later-
flipped the camera around.
Yeah, flip the camera around and the girl said nothing.
Right.
Just to show that she is actually half Thai. I mean, like,
Dude, maybe did
That shows that
did
he
Eric-
is actually preying on her.
Did Erickson know that girl? Maybe, dude. Bing Tai. Could he have seen her in a KTV? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing options out.
Or soy cowboy.
Or Soy Cowboy. And then it's like, I know this girl, but she's videoing me now. I have a wife and family. I do not want to tell my wife and family that.
so because she's
I
Thai,
banged this girl
she
in
has
the
to work
KTV.
in a KTV.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
is so
and then he decides to go
racist.
on a tirade and saying like, oh, bring in race and everything, but it's just getting back at the girl like, hey, you fucking betrayer. We had something in Thailand, we had something in Bangkok, but now you left me.
You told me you were a boy.
And now you claim that you're half Singaporean?
Lim
What
Wei
is
Ming,
this?
Lim Wei Ming.
How dare you? You told me you were a boy. You told me.
Yeah.
You transitioned.
Lim Wei
And
Ming.
now you telling me you're a real girl and you don't like Chinese
Dude,
men.
you know what's better? If he actually looked in the camera and says, welcome to Austin, and then he takes out a gun and starts shooting people,
No, but I
but
honestly,
no one died.
因
honestly,
为你
Some people were shot in the arm and in the leg, but no one died. It's fine. It's okay.
how dare you?
Yeah, when I actually watched this entire video, this is where I was like, yeah, enough is enough.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, oh, this is Singapore. Hey,
Hang on. Can we just watch it for
Yeah,
context?
yeah,
Yeah. Let's just watch it for context. I have
Yeah.
not seen this part actually.
To be insulted just like that is unreasonable. This is the reason. Sorry? You don't see Chinese guy going to the Indian.
Oh, he comes back.
That's the reason. There is a reason with the race, with the color. If she is Indian, you're not like her. She's Chinese. Dude, unreal.
Wait. What did you say? There's something wrong with your race?
It's about the color. So if she is Indian, you may not like her.
Right.
He's saying that if she's Indian, you may not like her. So
Right.
that's what he's saying. He's
Okay.
on the path where he's saying that it's because, I mean, like, he's saying you're racist because you went for a Chinese girl when you could have gone for an Indian girl. That makes you racist. He's telling him,
Right.
you know, because you didn't date your own race, you're racist because you don't like your own race.
Maybe he did date Indian girls in the past, but they're all psychos, and then he decided to go for
Well, he
like
didn't explain
Chinese psycho.
He didn't explain that because
Who
the
might
whole,
happen
the
to be a
whole-
guy.
The whole thing is that the other guy, he's lost this thing when he said like I'm a racist. The whole narrative of this that guy's racist. He himself admitted I am racist Erickson.
Yeah.
My name is
Yeah.
Professor Racist Erickson.
not professor.
I don't think it's
Oh,
professor.
sorry,
lah.
I'm
lecturer.
I'm Mr. Racist Erickson, and I do not agree with people dating outside their race. Clear. That's very clear. You already said it down. Chinese, Indian, Malay,
Yeah.
European. Whatever thing, as long as you are of this certain race, you only date your own race. If you date outside your race, you are racist. His own logical point is that if you're proud of your own race, why are you dating outside of it? That's his his whole
yeah.
statement.
Yeah.
He's saying,
Yeah.
I've got no problem with you. He also doesn't believe that you should be serving under me or I'm higher than you. He's saying if you are if you claim to be whatever like non-racist, you date within your own race.
What's his justification for dating within your own race, though?
That if you're that you're proud of your own race.
Why
you
do we have to be proud of own race?
But you see, that's actually a
You have to
really
ask him.
slippery question.
Yeah, George Carlin has a whole bit on being proud of your own race.
No, but
Being proud to be
It's
Italian,
not,
being
not
proud
only
to be
proud of your own race.
yeah.
Substitute the word race for religion.
Mm.
oh no, okay.
All of a sudden, right?
we are going
it
into that,
becomes,
right?
it becomes way more acceptable.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right.
Oh yes.
You're onto something.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it becomes way more acceptable.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, so on that point, right? This professor, after this video came out, right, there were his ex-students or other thing coming out and saying that he has done this in his class before.
Neon Polytechnic.
But-
Wait, hang on. Is there anything other juicy stuff coming after this video?
I don't know. I haven't watched this. All
No,
the way.
it's just going to be this fella speaking to the camera and then.
But we don't know. Does he come back? Play some Does he come back anymore?
You know, like a guy is saying that a Chinese guy won't prey on Indian girls. It's not even about praying. I think he doesn't even understand the ideology of love or like.
Okay, hang on. Can I just skip like maybe like a minute?
No, I don't think he comes back.
I don't know, man. I'm like lost for
Oh
words.
yeah, he's just talking to the camera.
So-
Yeah, let's
So
just
at
skip
that point, okay, for his point of view, I think we established that like, love, whatever he's talking about, his point of view is that if you're Chinese, you only get to date and love Chinese people.
Yeah.
If you're Indian, you date, love Indian people. If you move out of it, you're not proud of your own race, and he disagrees with that. He
Yeah.
disagrees that it's a disgrace for you to mix. He's against interracials. You know, he doesn't
Yeah.
watch it on Pornhub.
No,
That's
no.
That's why
Maybe
when he
he's
goes there,
against
he
it in
filters
real
it.
life,
but he loves it
in
on
the
Pornhub.
virtual world.
Yeah, he loves it on
Sometimes he
Pornhub.
goes as like he always wished that he got he had a black dick in him. That's how he
Yeah,
what
like
he wishes
BBC.
for.
BBC is his top
Yes.
search engine
And
on Pornhub.
he kind of admitted that he one point of time he attacked the girl. He looked at the girl and said like, "You should be disgraced. You should be a-"
He said to
Yeah,
the guy
yeah,
that she
is the one that
she
is
should be
disgraced.
disgraced.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
because truth be told, in his heart, he wanted you, Zagna, inside of him. He wanted you. He wanted you inside of him, but he didn't want to say it out because he's embarrassed. He's not embarrassed about his racism. He just wanted the black dick.
But
Or brown.
I don't know whether this. I think most likely brown lah, because he's half Indian, half Pinoy.
Doesn't matter. He wanted it inside.
according to the guy himself.
No, but moving on, I think he was accused of within his class. He actually spoke out about he spoke up about Islam or
Islam,
something.
Yeah. So a lot of
So he has
our ex-students have actually come out on social media to say that, hey, I actually know this lecturer.
And they had to
He's
step
in
up.
Nanyang Poly, right?
Yeah,
He had to
Fucking
step
Nanyang
up.
Poly. Wait, which course is
engineering.
he?
I think engineering.
Some engineering fucking course
Engineering.
lah. Yeah. And then he's giving so in an engineering lecture.
Some engineering fucking course. Didn't
Some-
you study engineering in Nanyang Poly?
Let's not go there. It's a period of time where I choose not to remember.
Those were dark days.
Those were dark days. Yeah, the dark clouds hanging over me. I'm thinking, what should I do with my life? Should I go into an industry that
Sean
makes-
and I made really good career choices, life choices
Yeah.
at the age of 17 and 18.
We
Where
chose
we-
alcohol.
chose alcohol? Yeah,
And we chose another school.
yeah.
We chose alcohol. And chose
Should I go down this path where the government says you're going to have a iron rice bowl, you're going to work in an industry that Singapore, you definitely always have a job whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
or do you want to follow your dreams and go down this path where you may be homeless in 10 years time?
Yes.
And I chose
You,
that path.
you might be begging for food.
Exactly.
But you
I'm-
love it.
I might be Austin, Texas, be one of the guys that Tim didn't spits on the streets, and then he
But for that to happen, you went to London.
Yeah. And then Tim Dillon goes on the Tim Dillon show and says, "Hey Ben, have you seen that fucking Asian homeless guy who comes up to me and says he's a big fan of the show, and I spit him in the mouth?" And then he cries in the street, and then just laugh at him.
No. And he swallowed.
And then-
that's
and
the
then
thing.
he
And
swallowed that spit.
Yeah, I swallowed that spit, and I said, "Give me more, Tim." Then Tim's like, "No." And then he just like, fuck this guy.
I've still got a steak in my mouth.
Yeah.
How we
And then I'll be like,
Yeah, I
"Have
don't
you
know,
seen
I
my
don't know.
AR-15?" And I took out my gun.
And this is all because we mentioned Nanyang Poly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
No, but back
that
to Nanyang
speaks
Poly.
of the trauma.
Back
that
to
he
Nanyang
went
Poly
through
for
at-
the things that came out about racist Erickson.
Yeah. So apparently he was in a lecture, and then he started talking about Islam. He produced like slides or whatsoever, and a student, I'm assuming a female
I'm not sure.
Muslim student, yeah.
Muslim student, actually walked out of the.
No.
Yes.
Apparently someone else walked out of the class before him or her, and then later on messaged her and said like, "Hey, you guys can come out if
Yeah.
you're not comfortable."
I
with
had
it."
a look at the screenshots, and I was actually struggling to find signs of solidarity in the screenshots.
Yeah.
I was like, this actually doesn't sound like someone who's like offended by something that has been said against a religion.
Right.
It just sounded like that person didn't want to go into the class.
Right.
And the Muslim girl who got offended by it
yeah.
just came out of the class.
Yeah.
Instead of rebutting or doing anything like that, just came out of the class.
Yeah, I think she felt that she was being attacked for no reason. I'm not sure if she did question or challenge the lecturer.
Apparently, she admitted that she didn't
Right.
because she just got so angry and she didn't want to engage with him.
Right.
She actually posted about that, like saying that
Okay.
the reason why I did not engage him was it's not because I didn't know how to reply to him. It's just I was
Yeah.
so angry or something like that.
Right.
Like she just didn't want to do it on purpose. She
Okay.
had some other reasoning besides not knowing what to say to him lah.
Yeah.
That's what she claimed lah.
And what the lecturer Eric Singapore has been said or allegedly said in the lecture was he was dissing on Islam, right? And
According to her lah.
according to her, yeah.
According to her and
According
according
to
to whoever is that, like now that's what is being reported, that what do you call that, this person Eric,
Yeah.
lecturer Eric, was talking about how Islam is stupid
Right.
because of the views that they hold, the practices that they go on with and all lah. So she got offended and then she came out of the class. So that is now being used against him.
Yeah, but she did admit that she actually spent her childhood in madrasa.
Madrasa,
Yeah.
which is an Islamic school.
Islamic school, and this is
Yeah.
the first time when she goes to poly where she's mixing in with people not of her religion, not of her beliefs. And so here, I'm just thinking, like, if you spend your entire childhood learning about a holy book, learning how to live your life, and then someone decides to challenge you on your faith, shouldn't you be the person to stand up and say, hey, what you're saying is wrong? Isn't that the whole point of going to religious school? To equip you for battles in the real life? When someone challenges your faith, to be able to stand your ground, be able to be an apologist? Yeah. I feel that's the main reason why your fucking parents paid money to say. Did they even pay money? That's the thing. I'm not sure even if they pay money. It might be free.
Donations.
Who the fuck knows? Right? Whatever. You spend fucking 10 years learning the holy book, and then when someone in a classroom says, hey, what you're listening is bullshit, and then you fucking cry and run out of the room. I mean, you're not the perfect example of why people should go to fucking religious school,
I
right?
think she did say she wanted to stand up and say a lot of things.
Yeah,
She
why
wanted
didn't
to say- She didn't say because because of the scenario.
Was anyone holding a gun to her head?
No, it's embarrassing in front of the class,
There are people in the world dying for their belief in a religion. There are Coptic Christians being slaughtered
But
in
we
Middle
never,
East.
we've never been
There
brought
are
up in a
Muslims being killed in Myanmar for their belief, and her in fucking Polytechnic in religious freedom Singapore, where you can practice whatever you believe.
But
where-
she's scared.
where
What if she
she-
says something wrong and then he fails her?
Where she's afraid of being failed in Polytechnic for not standing up to her religious
Or
belief.
what if she gets up and she says something that's stupid and the rest of the people are filming her on social media?
Yeah, there are people being shot in the head
Yeah, no, but the thing is that
for
you see,
falling.
it boils down to the person not being confident in what they're saying.
True.
Like,
So
like,
is
like
she a
for me,
failed Muslim?
no, yeah.
Give me a Lim Wei Mei.
For me, for me, if anyone spoke up against for me, if someone spoke up against Jesus Christ or
Yeah.
or Christianity or Catholicism, I can't defend them. Not because I don't want to. It's because I would do a piss poor job. I don't know shit about the thing. I can't claim to be the best or knowing. I
Yeah.
can only claim everything is based on my opinion. And
But-
if the person brings up like points, I can't denounce him and say like, no, there are eyes in the sky that look down on you when you masturbate. So please, there are dietetic voyeurs out there that will look at you and judge you when you masturbate in your room. I can't say that wholeheartedly. I can't say that it's wrong. And I won't. Like I said, I'll do a piss poor job defending or fighting for it. And I think that's how they felt as well. They know that when they get up and say, "How can you say that about that?" And this person's a professor, he's of a higher.
He's not really a professor.
yeah,
He's a fucking lecturer.
like a lecturer,
Yeah,
lah. And
yeah.
she already expects that this guy has done his. he
I
had
think-
time.
No,
life,
but
his racist life
here's
to
the thing.
come up with.
I think
points.
the least that girl could have done is to raise her hand and says, "Cher, You talking about religion here in engineering class? Yeah. Let teach us math. Teach us physics.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
talk
so-
about religion.
okay,
I think
so
it was meant to teach programming or something.
in
like
that point,
teach
right?
me C programming plus.
At that point,
Couldn't she have at least said that?
At that point in time, right, she was still worried about her grades. So she felt that if she said that with no other backing things, she would get singled out and whacked upon. That's why I think I
Okay,
read at one point when she received a
hang
text message saying that some guy already walked out.
Let's be clear. This wasn't in the 1990s. This was in the 1980s. This was in the early 2000s. This was in 2016. Pretty fucking recent. That girl's a fresh grad from Nanyang Poly, if I'm not wrong. So this was after the whole woke movement. #Me Too.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Oh, you're
Time's
saying
Up.
why she came out
Hashtag
now?
all that shit.
Or
No,
why-
no, no, no. I'm saying that at that point, she could be like, "Sir, this is making what the fuck your name is, Eric Singh. This is making me
Release
comfortable.
Erickson. Mm.
We are here in a C programming class. Teach us C programming right now." She could have said that.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah.
point is that
Rather than challenging the guy on religious theory or whatever fuck you believe in, they'll be like, "This is not the time and place. If you want, we could have a conversation after this class ends. But right now, I want to learn what I'm paying for."
maybe
And this
on the
is
sense
we
that
are
she
talking about
did not-
2017. Let's
Yeah.
keep in
Yeah.
mind we're talking about 2017. We are not talking about 1995.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, so this kind of
You-
things I can't answer for her because, in my point of view, if I was there,
No,
if
no,
I
and
were,
you should not be answering for her.
I won't answer for her.
Yeah.
I will put myself in her shoe.
No,
If
no,
I
don't do
was-
that. Don't
okay,
do that because
oh,
you're not a Muslim overweight person.
Keep on waving. Oh, that's a goodie.
hold on. Is
That's
she?
a goodie.
Is she over?
Oh, that has to be a fatty. I'll get onto that topic later, but it has to be addressed.
Wow, that came in like right under the belt, right in my balls.
Well
I wasn't ready for it even.
That was
I
a ding
wasn't
dong.
ready
That
for
was,
it.
that was a ding dong.
Yeah.
But okay.
You'll be like, "Let me just tickle your balls," and then you start sucking on it without any warning.
Alright.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I wasn't ready for it, but now I am.
That needed one.
Lim Wei Ming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the Erickson, he was addressing things which had no fucking place
Right.
in a classroom.
In a classroom, yeah.
And in that classroom, they were not meant to be discussing religious
Religion,
politics or fucking religions of the world or whatever. Engineering class,
I
right?
think he made a comment. I can't remember.
No,
I
it
don't
was
have my-
more than that.
I
he,
don't
he had a slide
He
and
had
everything.
slides. He was showing websites. So he was going on a fucking tirade,
Yeah.
right?
Racist Erickson
And then
living
he
up to his
pointed her out because most likely she was wearing a tudong or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she was easy target for him, right? So he should not have been doing all those things.
right.
All right. But being a critic of Islam doesn't mean that you're an Islamophobe. Doesn't mean that you're afraid of Muslims.
Right. Right.
Because he was not afraid of Muslims in that scenario.
Yeah.
He was pointing out his disagreement with, like, whatever shit that he doesn't agree with the religion.
Yeah.
And he was actually pointing out at her, like, hey, come, speak about it, defend yourself, or whatever shit. And I think she felt uncomfortable and then she left.
Right.
So that's not Islamophobic.
uncomfortable
Yeah.
and inadequate.
Yeah.
That's how
And-
I would have felt.
And most likely fat. Right? So I don't give too much credence to
Yeah.
what this fucking glob of Mirabos was trying to say.
I think if she didn't have a nasi padang with the nasties, I
Yeah.
think she would have
She
been
would have
able
the-
to defend
She
herself.
would have a fucking clear mind.
Wait, hold on. You're feel
Without
that?
the MSG, without the oil.
Wait,
all that shit.
do y'all feel that? Do you feel that?
What
That's
is
the
that?
certain feeling of cancellation coming down on us. I feel it right now.
Well, 50% of our
cancel.
listeners do not actually understand what we're saying.
Yeah.
They're pressing the closed captions and it's
It's giving them inaccurate fucking captions. So that's brilliant. Right? Okay. So
They'll
we
catch
go-
that Mirabos spot.
Okay, so that guy said all these kind of things, right?
Mm.
yeah.
So he has got reservations on Islam as a religion or whatsoever. Okay.
And probably other
Other things, but the
Probably.
two things that have been highlighted right now is that he wants his race untouched. he doesn't mind other races, but he's like, just don't come and touch my race.
Don't
That's-
touch the Chinese.
That's one thing.
Don't
Another
touch
thing is
Chinese.
that another thing that has been established is that he's not a fan of Islam.
It's not a fan
No,
of Islam.
yeah.
I
he's
think
not a
that's
fan.
fair to say,
Yeah.
right? So these are the two things that have been established. Whether he's an Islamophobe, not established,
Yeah.
right?
Wait, it has certain draws. Like Hitler is also of the kind that don't touch my color, and also he had reservations about certain religion, Judaism.
Actually, it's not. It was not the religion. It was the people.
It's the people. In this case, yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
Racist ass Ericsson, racist Ericsson.
So,
Come on.
Yeah, but let's just be clear. Hitler wasn't the best at his job. I would rather go with Stalin. Yeah, he exterminated more people than Hitler.
And he got
Yeah.
away with it.
And he got away with it, exactly. Hitler
Yeah.
took his own life. Fucking coward.
Some people even called Stalin a hero for
Yeah.
ending.
Or Mao. People still worship him in China.
Yeah.
So let's go with Mao. I think he's a better hero than Hitler.
Then
Better at his job.
Then racist,
Yeah.
racist.
Someone who's competent at least.
Racist Ericsson.
Yeah.
Okay, so my issue with this whole thing, I want to bring it back to this video right there. My issue with it is that I cannot bring myself to be on the side of the Prakash guy also. I feel like I feel like it's a call for viewership. I
Yeah.
don't know why. Our first ever impression of it was that it was staged, and up to this point, in a sense, outrage or not, my first instinct was never to video it. I get it now that if you spoke to anyone about this, no one will believe you without the video evidence. But I would feel like my instant reaction to someone coming up to me and say, "Hey, why are you dating an Indian girl?"
Yeah.
would just to be ignore
Oh.
this guy because
you feel that it might not be believable that someone actually came across someone who said on the
that-
street that look at this guy.
That
well,
my
like,
that my first impression would be.
you think it
to-
doesn't exist in
to
Singapore?
no, my first impression was to film it.
Mm.
To try to have a discussion with someone who's already out, who's already made his decision. I'm not trying to change this person. This guy wasn't trying to change him as well. He was confronting him. This was This was a confrontation. This was just to film that this is happening and this will get views. For me, if this were to happen to me, I would ignore it because I don't like that conflict. I would ignore it because I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this is not worth it. This guy feels like he's entitled to come up to me and tell me who I'm allowed or who
It could be-
she's allowed to date,
Yeah.
and he's already made his decision. So why would I want to place myself in a thing where I have to talk to someone who doesn't deserve that kind of attention?
Okay,
Yeah.
it could be
Fair.
Eric Singapore being
No,
extremely-
he was walking away.
no. So
He
no,
had
but,
his.
no.
No,
So
but-
initially before the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Speculating, it might be that the guy was pretty aggressive, and then the girlfriend took out the phone to film in case it got out of hand. At least there's some evidence that.
But we
My-
don't know that. We
yeah,
don't know.
Did it
speculation.
look like that?
speculation. Yeah.
Did it look like that? No. One thing, no. The other thing
Yeah.
is, if it did get out of hand, there's the police. You call the police and all that. I'm not speculating on what would happen. I'm saying on
Then
my,
again, it's in the streets of Orchard Road, lah.
the-
and there's a lot of people around.
No, but
and-
okay.
So I'm speaking from my point.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about them. I'm talking that maybe he does this for every single point of his life. That something outrages him so much that the first thing he has to do is to film it. And in this case, yes, it's outrageous that someone will come up to you and say like, "Hey, don't date this thing. I
Yeah.
feel like it's disgusting. You should stick with your race." Fine, it's something filmable. But the intention behind for it. Was it really to bring attention or some other what could like goodwill? Or I feel like you need to educate people. No, for me, if someone was to come out to me for that stuff, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say film it. I say let's get the hell out of here. This guy is out of his mind. Don't give him the attention he's seeking, and
Yeah.
just move on. If he bothers us anymore, the police need to get involved.
Sean, can I just say that your argument is moot because you haven't dated anyone?
Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. But what I'm saying from that
No,
point,
but what Sean is saying is true.
from that
Yeah.
point,
I agree.
What he's saying is true.
I just want to lighten the mood with some truth.
oh, yeah, okay.
He was getting a little intense here.
Oh yeah.
You just stuck a dagger into his fucking gut.
What was that? What's he called? Yanis.
Yanis
Long
Papas.
days.
Yanni
Papas
Long days, yeah.
No, I'm just saying that's what it looks like. I do not give any credit to that fella.
No, I
know-
don't think anyone here would give credit to any of
Either of them doesn't.
I'm just gonna give
doesn't deserve it.
Ericsson's arguments.
Yeah.
I don't think any logical or any sane person would give those arguments any credence
Yeah.
because it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna give credence to the Chinese Thai girl when we go to a KTV show. And I'm gonna introduce you to her.
But she's Chinese Thai.
Yeah.
Only half of her.
She'll
will
be
there.
singing on the stage, and then
No,
I'll be
you-
like, "Yeah, that's the girl." That's the bitch.
Josie's premise is that the pimp is going to be the boyfriend.
Exactly.
Ah.
And then be like, "Hey, are you Prakash or whatever your name is?" Is like, "Yeah."
But you do not need to. know that.
掉花500块$500.
Hey.
Okay, can.
Eh, roller, high roller. I feel,
Yeah.
50块 can already. Share amongst my friends also cannot. Sting.
Yeah. Okay. So that happened.
Yeah.
The video happened,
Yeah.
and the reaction to the video.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't expect
Okay.
it blow up. I actually thought there
That's
would be
it.
an expose. I thought it would be like, hey, this was staged. What
Yeah,
shit was
No,
wrong?
the reaction to the video was actually the most interesting bit of it, where
Fucking out with his disgusting slippers.
yeah. Wait, before we go into the reaction of this video, because we can tie in another video and we can talk about the reactions. Both the reactions to both the videos. Because
Sounded like you needed no one can hear this.
no. It I smelled gas.
I still smell it.
Yeah.
Smell it.
So I was like, what is this? Why is our studio smelling of gas? Are we
Because Josiah left.
Are we going to be lit on fire? So, okay, so there was another video that came out a few days later of an Indian guy, topless, doing
Oh yes,
doing
yes,
his
I
prayers.
saw that. Yeah.
at his doorstep. At his doorstep. Not even his home, outside of his home.
Outside of his home.
At his doorstep, right?
Carrying out a Hindu ritual, right? Because I think my mom did that before. But without the chimes. It's with the incense.
Yeah, so he was holding on to a bell,
Yeah, it's a little bell.
right? So he was ringing it, and he was either swirling around incense or a flame. I think it was incense,
incense.
right?
Smoke.
So as he was doing it, and as he was shaking the bell, as he was his tits were shaking,
Yeah.
everything was happening, and Chinese lady pops out of nowhere, and
Hitting the gong.
she bends down, takes up a fucking stick or some shit like that, and starts banging
On a
a
gong.
gong.
No, okay. You wanna? I'll tell you a funny thing. When I saw that video, right, I didn't actually think, because I didn't read the caption and everything.
Yeah.
I thought they were in it together. I thought it was a thing. I thought they were in it together. I thought he was doing the incense,
incense,
and then
yeah.
she was playing the music.
Yeah.
And I thought the whole point was like, hey, look at this. Isn't this noisy to the neighbors or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
It was only later that I found out that Chinese lady was not part of the ritual. That she was doing it as retaliation.
And she was doing it vigorously as well.
Yes, and she even gave the whole dead look at the end. The like, you see, like, yeah, I can do it as well. Ding, 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 ding. And she became an internet meme.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do not understand. I'm with Sean actually. When I first saw the
Right.
video, I thought that's the girlfriend, the wife, joining in with the whole fucking like prayer thing. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like at least we get something different, like interracial, like couple,
Yeah.
the husband and wife are joining in to bring on the good like fortunes in the new home and all that kind of shit. And then the further I read on in the article, I'm like, oh shit, this girl's a fucking cunt. She's disturbing a guy trying to bring good fortune to his house. Yeah, but actually, I did not know that that's a ceremony that.
It's not a ceremony.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
what-
that's the thing.
Okay,
But
you see, right?
when I first saw it without reading the caption, right, I
Yeah.
thought she was part of it. I thought she was like I thought it was like doing it, and she was ding ding ding. It's like, wow, this could be quite annoying. Like I don't think the neighbors would appreciate that. Then I found out that she was doing it as retaliation to what he was doing.
Is that a part of the prayers for?
it's part of their prayers.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Of that guy's prayers, his family's prayers. What like that's what he claimed lah.
So
Right,
my mom used
right.
to do stuff like that, burning the incense around the house, but she didn't do the clinking part lah. So for I think Hinduism is that, and then a bit
No,
of
no,
the,
it's this guy's particular
so
family
the whole
has
thing
raised him, saying that
to-
this is part of our prayer ritual.
and apparently
Right.
pre-COVID, right, this was tolerated by that family, and I think now
Can we do we know at what time does he ring the bells and do
6
the prayer?
a.m. 6 plus.
Oh Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so-
Okay.
So now when
Okay.
I say 6 a.m., when people say 6 a.m., right, you can kind of
No, but you see, the guy tried to weasel out of it, right? So he posted on Facebook saying that we have done this, we have been doing it for 20 years,
Right.
right? So we had no issues, no problems doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
And now this person is retaliating or, trying to
Yeah.
come and
So-
fuck around with it.
so. And the common thing I think going on now is like it's a question of did we stop becoming tolerant or
No,
forgiving?
the fact that you fucking ring bells at 6 a.m.
No, and
That's,
that's one. And
that's the
there are
thing.
many other questions. What?
For
For you claim that you have been at this particular flat for 20 years. What about your neighbors?
Yeah.
Are they the same neighbors for 20
Have they
years?
moved out because
Yeah.
you were fucking
Have
ringing
you-
bells at 6 a.m.?
have you communicated with them that
Yes.
you carry out this thing? Are you even concerned with them that they are disturbed by it, or do you say this is my religious stuff? You should bear with it. What's your
yeah.
what's your thought
So
behind it?
all of these things, these questions
Gone.
have not been answered
Not
yet.
answered.
Or at least for us,
They
it has not been
might not
answered
have
yet.
been asked.
Yeah. Have you approached your neighbor? Has your neighbor approached you? Have they come out to you and said that, hey,
Or-
a little bit too early lah,
or
or
is
maybe
this
you ring
yeah.
a little bit like softer can not?
Or maybe
We
8
don't-
a.m. lah. Start
Ah,
at 8 a.m.
We don't know
Or is the
whether
thing-
they've had all these
Or is the
conversations.
thing where even asking those questions is intolerance?
Right.
Like
right,
where
right.
where are
So
we
many
going
questions,
this?
yeah.
When that video was posted, yes, the lady's reaction is off the charts, like not normal, and it seems like
Dude,
overboard. Like,
I even think that fucking lion dance, fucking banging of the gongs and drums should not be earlier than 10 a.m.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
It's
that's
like,
the thing.
Fuck that shit,
But
dude.
with that revelation that this
Yeah.
was happening at 6 a.m. in the morning, do you think that now that brings everything into like some kind of perspective? Like if this was 6 a.m. in the morning, these are when some people don't even have to wake
Whether
up.
you're hitting the kompang or the fucking lion dance, the drum,
Yeah.
it is irritating nonetheless.
And it's
Exactly, yeah.
it's in the early wee morning. Like this is
Before sunrise,
Before sunrise, there could be newborns. There could be parents who are
Elderly sleeping.
elderly.
Yeah.
things. None of that was brought into. I only found out about 6 a.m. just now. Like when you said it,
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
looked to me like it was at night. So I thought it was at night, and for me, I was always on.
But my biggest irk with the whole story is that he was shirtless without a pot. Can we just be clear?
No,
like-
that's why I said as you were shaking the
It-
bell
and
and
this-
as his tits were shaking.
yeah, I mean the only reason that you're gonna be shirtless out in public, at least outside your house, if you have a fucking nice body, that can
Yeah.
turn off both. They can turn on straight men and also straight women.
Or middle-aged or elderly Chinese woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Then
Which
she wouldn't want to bang the gong. She
wanna
want to
bang
bang
his
you.
gong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gong. Yeah, yeah. It will be ding ding ding. It'll be
No, but yeah, then it now we go on to the serious part of both these incidences, right?
yeah,
And how people reacted to them,
yeah.
right? So people there were so many people who reacted to these incidences and said that, oh,
They
racism
attacked her.
is alive and well in
Yeah,
Singapore.
They attacked her.
right.
They attacked her. This man, the what we call Erickson,
Racist Erickson.
right? Okay, he said whatever he had to say. He should be criticized. You are allowed to criticize it.
Correct.
But
And he
then-
also admitted to
but then
himself being
what-
racist. lah.
What I saw was that people were just trying to make it into a whole other thing. They were trying to create
A
like,
moral cause.
yeah, they were trying to create a cause to fight for and all. Like they're trying to create racism that actually does not exist at
But-
the same level that exists in their heads.
Oh yeah, that yeah,
Right?
yeah. Okay.
So this Eric guy, we are calling him Eric.
Ericsson.
Is
Racist
this
Ericsson.
one guy, right? He said something to one guy on the street.
And according to Prakash, it's a welcome to Singapore, so he's kind of using him as to generalize
Yeah.
like this
So-
happens across the board.
So does this Erickson guy, is he the spokesperson for Singaporean Chinese right now?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because he wore the Singapore shirt.
Yeah, just because you wore a shirt from fucking Bossini doesn't make you the fucking spokesperson for
So yeah, now
everyone.
every
And I would definitely not agree to appoint that guy, the Prakash guy, as the spokesperson for every Indian person in Singapore.
Yeah.
Nor I would say that he should be the spokesperson for every Indian Filipino in Singapore.
But I
Even
want-
the mates at Lucky Plaza will say, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I want to
No.
know how he got his Chinese Thai girlfriend though, who may or may not be a male in disguise.
That's for another episode.
Yeah, I really want to know which KTV is she in, which Thai disco is she in. I really want to know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind actually paying money. I'll buy him a drink if you just give me the name and the number.
Actually,
of,
we
Thai disco.
don't. We have heard very little from her. She might be mute.
maybe,
Oh, she did say.
or she might have a
she
man's
did
voice.
say he coming back.
Huh?
She did say he coming back.
Coming back.
Yeah,
Oh,
coming
she.
back. At one point,
Is that the only thing that she could speak?
Is that what she said when she orgasms?
he coming back?
He coming again.
when the guy was when
This
Erickson
Mr.
was
On. He's coming on my back.
when
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Sung was talking
Yeah.
about all these things, right? That
Yeah.
your disgrace and all. What happened to her mouth? Her mouth was sealed shut. Was it sealed shut? Like all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Or maybe
Like why she
no.
couldn't speak?
I think the reason why she says coming back is because when the guy, that's the only thing she knows. When the guy says I'm coming, she's like, come on my back.
Yeah. So
That's all she knows.
Like,
That's all. That's
like-
all she knows.
Like all the better. Come.
Yeah,
come
like
on my back.
it just didn't make sense. So if this girl was like, if she was witnessing a guy berate her boyfriend,
Exactly.
saying that
And
you
then berate her.
and then tell her straight to her face that you are a
Like, you're
disgrace.
the one that's
Okay,
disgracing me.
like okay, some of us have been to Thailand. I should not name which three of us have been to Thailand, but if
All
but
of us have.
All of us have.
when I went to Thailand when I was 16 and innocent,
Oh,
but I mean the one of us who's been to Thailand who's not innocent.
When they tried selling you there.
If you try berating a Thai girl in public, saying that you should be ashamed of who you are dating, you should be ashamed of who you are, and you do not expect a fucking like a shank in your belly. Oh my god, dude! Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, someone's going to stab you and say that
Someone's
she's
gonna stab
working.
you. Yeah,
No, but-
exactly.
but
exactly.
That's the thing. That speaks.
So
leaves a
is
lot
she?
about us
So I think the
as a
real
people.
fucking person who should be embarrassed here is the girlfriend, because she's been watered down by the Chinese side of her. She lost the strength in her Thai side
The
to
cutting
fight
edge,
for her belief.
the cutting edge, the lethal,
Yeah,
the lethal
yeah,
instincts.
exactly.
The tiger.
If she was back in Thailand with her family, she would have stabbed the guy.
Or was she just being a lady? A
and
girl.
for all you know,
Yeah,
right,
and
she was
letting
being
the man
held back.
do the hard
She
work.
was being weak
No,
Yeah,
what if
because
she
the
was-
Chinese side was too strong.
What if she was being
She should-
held back?
Right.
There was actually a few people like, no, just film.
You're in Singapore now. You're in Singapore now. Don't stab him. Don't stab him.
Yeah, she's like, I got pen knife, cannot. It's just holding the camera and then like, no, don't do it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Eric Singapore will not be saying this shit in Thailand, in Bangkok, if he sees an Indian guy walking around with a Thai girl.
I believe he visits
No,
Thailand.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
Because the tiger is not Chinese.
No, it's fine if he berates the Indian for the girl, would just laugh. But if he points at her and says, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh my god.
I
but
think he
you
did.
see, that's the
He
thing.
did.
Yeah.
He
He
pointed
said
at
it.
her.
He said it because she's half Chinese.
Mm.
At that point, does he know that he's half Chinese or that she's
Yeah.
full Chinese?
No,
At the
the
beginning, he
boyfriend
already
said
said
what?
like, my
Oh, he's
girlfriend is half Chinese and half Thai.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why, because he knew that the Chinese was weak.
You see, the guy,
the Thai was stronger.
The boyfriend was not smart.
Right.
He should have said that she's all Thai. The embassy is there. You want to go and check or not?
Right. And then he'll shut the fuck up.
Then he'll be like, okay, she's not Chinese. I'll go on my way.
Yeah.
Oh, his video is like, that's why I'm even more angered because I visit Bangkok a lot.
Yeah.
How dare you take my?
He should be
how
like,
dare you
she's-
take my-
She's full Thai. She has shards of glass in her handbag. Don't fuck with her, guy.
What if that's where
And
it
he's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
What if that's where it came from? He went to Thailand. He went to
Right.
Soy Cowboy. He saw this one girl he really wanted, and she was stolen, taken from him
Oh, she turns out to be a man.
By an Indian.
by an Indian. Or she turns out to be a man, both brooding, and then
By
he find,
not by a solo Indian, by
by a
by
group.
4 Indian fellas who were holding hands.
Yeah, that's where
Holding
it's-
pinkies.
They were holding pinkies.
Holding
and then,
pinkies.
and then they gathered whatever amount of money they had in their wallets.
Yeah.
And then they were like, with our powers combined.
Let us get this whore.
when the fucking hall said 3,000 baht, they were like, wait, bro, you have 100 baht, I got 200 baht, you got coins, let's share,
Yeah.
let's split.
And she said like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?" And then he was there with his he went back to his hotel and he was there with like friends and all that, and he asked one of them, what should I do about this? And one of them preached peace, saying like, in my religion we believe we don't commit harms. What's your religion? Islam. Oh, pow. That's where you develop the hate for it as well.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So
It all spanned from there.
the Lobang boys, I think we can safely say that we disagree with Eric Sung.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because Eric Sung does not really have good ideas lah.
No lah.
Right?
No,
He
right,
doesn't have good ideas.
Yeah. He needs to go to Thailand more often.
Because here at the Lords of Lobang, we love all kinds of women.
Well, one of us is still trying.
Regardless of race, religion.
One of us is still trying
or
to get a
sexual
woman, so-
identity. No, but here at Lots of Lobang,
but we appreciate.
Yeah, we appreciate all.
And who's going to turn down an offer to bang a black girl? No one.
exactly. But here at Lots of Lobang, we appreciate and
Amira
love.
West on OnlyFans. Holy shit.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a mad bot.
Who?
Amira West. She's black, she's darker than the night, but
Hey.
holy fuck, her body's
Shout out her
tight.
name only if we are being sponsored.
No, we're not sponsored, but
Yeah.
people are going to search her name.
No, but here,
I'm pretty sure you boys are going to search her name.
But here at Lots of Lobang, we only support women who dare to stand up for themselves. And this bitch.
And Josie, you like her because she does not show her face.
no, she does. No, she showed her face. I think at the end of the video, but she doesn't show her mouth. So
Ah.
we don't know if she's she
No, I
hides her
said Amira West, not this half Thai, half Chinese girl.
Oh, Amira West. I don't know. I should check her out.
Doesn't show her face. So
Yeah,
The
I need to
straight down
check if
your-
she has an Adam Apple, just to be sure she isn't the guy.
who? Which one? The Taiwan or what?
Both of them.
No, Amira West is pure puntang, pure pussy, and
Right.
is African juice.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, so we come back to this main topic. So here we disagree with Erica. But the problem that comes along with critiquing or doing whatever that's
form
meant-
of it lah.
yeah, any form of like critiquing or trying to have some form of peace, you actually get into loads of trouble when you try and be peaceful. You try and say that, okay, this person said a couple of things which
That wasn't
pretty
being
racist.
So to me,
Right.
that wasn't being peaceful.
No, I'm not. What? No, I'm not talking about this. I'm saying that if you were to come out and say that, yeah, what this Erickson guy did was not right, but how he's going to be treated or how he's being treated now is also not right.
Wait, but how's he being treated now? He lost his
So
job, right?
he has been suspended from Nyan Poly.
Yeah, which I think is
It's a little bit harsh.
No, but the fact that the fact that he
I-
spewed
Yeah.
those Islamic things during his lessons, that was wrong. That would actually be grounds for suspension. I feel that would have been better grounds for suspension.
I don't okay, so here's the thing. I don't think he should be suspended. He should be placed in a class that is about religious fanatics. And then he should share his viewpoints, and then the other party share their viewpoints, and then a machete is thrown in the middle of the class. Whoever grabs the machete and then cuts off the other person's head wins and graduates with a doctorate. I think that should be
From a polytechnic.
and
yeah,
with the
from
other
Polytechnic,
person
yeah.
written in the other
immediately
person's blood.
PhD.
Written
Immediately
in the other
PhD.
person's
So
blood.
when you kill your opponent in a polytechnic, you skip the diploma, you skip the degree, immediately you'll be grant a PhD in religious science.
Do you prefer
religious science.
Yeah. Right now, if you're thinking, oh, fuck, Josiah is talking bullshit out of his ass, there's no such thing as religious science, I'm creating that shit up right now. Give religious science the fair chance. Whoever fights and wins in the arena gets a PhD.
What's your favorite title? Do you prefer to call Caesar or Kaiser? Which one do you go with
I just like to
for
be-
your Colosseum?
Führer.
When you Führer.
Yeah,
Führer.
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 Yeah, yeah,
Führer.
Let's go back to the best days of
It
1939.
started with Chancellor and then it became Führer.
Yeah.
Chancellor and Führer. No,
Like-
I was going all the way because he was saying
Because-
all this arena of
Yeah, no,
of
because
people
you can
watching
go
him.
back to 1939 Germany and you go back to like 2019 New York City, and you can find both Führers right there.
Josie is the kind of guy who would appreciate Hugo Boss sponsoring him.
Yeah, you can find a guy who's born in Germany and a guy who's born in New York City. Both are Führers.
Yeah. So the reaction, right, on Twitter and on social media and all, and you could see people commenting on like the articles that were being written about all both the situations, right, the bell ringing and Mr. Singh, and it was just so over the top. It was just so over the top, with like Singaporean Indians saying, "Oh yeah, this is what we have been saying all about," and then you have the fucking Chinese cucks, not all, but some Chinese cucks saying that yeah, we should fight against this and all this kind, and then you have the Malays saying that we have been talking about this for a very long time. It's about time, and then you have people who just go over the top.
Right.
Now telling, you Chinese people should just shut up.
Right. Because Chinese privilege.
Chinese privilege.
Right.
And you had two Chinese guys who actually started making parody videos.
Right.
So one guy was exercising, and another guy would just come around with a gong and hit it around him and all this kind of shit.
Oh, there's this kind of shit going on.
Yeah. So they were making fun of the situation,
Right.
and that is also being attacked.
Right. As what racist? Or
Oh yeah. You're trying to make a mockery out of the situation and all this kind of shit.
it's kind of funny though.
And as usual, you have people like Pretty Please and all coming out of the woodworks,
yeah.
and
Can she come out of the woodwork being overweight? Or she's gonna be stuck in the woodwork?
stuck? She definitely would be stuck with
Yeah.
the termites and all.
Yeah.
And people like Pretty Please, right? I really get it. I get it because I am untalented, so I can recognize a fellow untalented person immediately. I'm like, this person is part of the tribe. And I was like, if such incidents don't actually happen, she would have no fucking popularity whatsoever.
True.
right.
Because you can't be popular just by being fat and
True.
obnoxious.
True.
Right?
No, the fat is one thing, but obnoxious, yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's the only two things she has. She's fat and obnoxious.
And give her no cost, she'd just be her.
Yeah.
True.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
A fellow talentless hack
Yeah.
trying to fucking race bait and like hustle about with a race. A race
Right.
hustler. That's what all these fucking people are doing. They have no solutions. Their ideas are all, let's fucking clean everything out. Let's use disinfectants and just wipe everything out. There should not be racism. Let's eradicate racism. Yeah, sounds nice.
Yeah.
How do we do it?
We can't really do it now.
You can't do anything.
Yeah. Unless we want to eradicate all race and just only have one
Well,
race.
let-
And that sounds like the
Yeah.
Führer in 1939.
So that's the thing. So
That's the scary part though.
let's attack racism. How? By attacking one race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just purify everything and then only have one race. And that sounds like 1939.
And you know one of the funniest things that has happened recently, like after the Indian the bell thing, people
Yeah.
have been sharing now a video of an Indian lady just coming out of her doorstep in a HDB flat, and she's got an idol outside.
Yeah.
So she's like doing prayers, or she's prepping for prayers. A Chinese lady walks out of the lift and she's walking past, and she bows down and like
A sign of respect.
sign of respect to the deity that
Yeah.
her neighbor has put outside, and she walks along.
Yeah.
So now, is that evidence for religious harmony?
No, that's the evidence for believing in a false idol. Yeah, when you bow down to a false idol, to a god that you don't believe in, you should be fucking slaughtered. You should have your head on a pike.
林伟明
How dare you betray?
任为命
Zafira has
How
spoken.
dare you betray the teachings of Buddha?
Chancellor
To
Desai
bow,
has
to bow.
spoken.
Wait, anyway, Buddha is from India anyway. So
He's,
I mean, yeah.
he's Indian, so he's Desi.
Yeah, fuck it lah. I mean, who the fuck cares? At this
If
point?
Buddha was alive now, he would be drinking whiskey and dancing Bhangra.
He would have
That's what the kids are doing now.
13-year-old girlfriends.
No,
In
like
his,
that's Gandhi.
Buddha influenced Gandhi. Gandhi influenced Buddha. Who
No,
the fuck knows?
Buddha didn't influence Gandhi.
Gandhi influenced Buddha. Okay.
No, Buddha would not have.
I wanted to say it here first. Gandhi influenced Buddha.
Hey, but
Who said that? He just said that.
Gandhi influenced
yeah, I don't know.
Buddha
Maybe
influenced
maybe
Gandhi.
Buddha lived a long life. From having a virgin's blood, from drinking the blood of virgins. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Ridiculous.
All
Yeah,
speculation.
No, but you see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
When like the fucking far left, people who just prescribe to critical race theory and all this kind of thing, who have been like, I think now there's a huge increase in younger kids,
Yeah.
younger people in Singapore who have just been following American subculture, shit that's happening in America, the they, them, the whole pronoun thing,
Yeah.
LGBTQ plus whatever, IA plus rights, those things, and like ultra left leaning kind of shit, doctrine, and now they're superimposing it into Singaporean society. And I'm not saying that is right or that this is wrong and the other side is right. Both sides or whatever right wing shit, it's also wrong.
Yeah.
It's also not based on any logic. And now it's like being really prevalent in Singapore. And Minister Shanmugam came out to say that, I thought that Singapore has progressed and all this kind of shit. But it seems like, no, it's actually not progressed that much. I'm afraid that we still have a long way to go. Hey, what the fuck are you talking about? Really, what the fuck are you talking about? The only person I felt that was measured in his assessment of the situation was Pritam Singh,
Right.
right? Because he came out and said that these kind of views, the views that Erickson holds, are actually pretty prevalent in all ethnic groups in Singapore. If you were to go in deep down and do an unbiased study or like go and talk to people and gather information,
Yeah.
you will actually find out.
To this point,
Yeah.
can I just say that one of my chestmates, actually, he's associate professor in NUS or something, and he does like research for the government, which he is not able to
Disclose.
disclose because he has signed NDA. Exact study of what he is, of what he's doing, but actually one of the studies he did was actually on this fact that when it comes to political figures in Singapore, a lot of Singaporeans, majority of Singaporeans, I would say in 2019, 2020 onwards, would agree that we don't really care about race.
Yeah.
Whoever would govern Singapore, the best person wins, basically.
So you're talking about meritocracy, lah.
meritocracy. Yes, that's the word I'm going for.
Yay.
But the alternative study that they did on an individual and on a community basis is that a lot of Singaporeans actually want their spouse or their future son-in-law, daughter-in-laws to marry someone of their own race. So there's a disconnect when it comes to a politician who governs Singapore and someone that they want to marry, they want to spend their life with. Most of them would actually go with people of their own race. So he was just bringing up, because we were chatting like a couple of weeks ago, when this whole story break, he's an Indian bloke lah. He did his I think his degree in New York City, and then he came back to Singapore to study. He was a Singaporean guy. So we were just talking about it, and he's talking about this research and everything. So it's quite interesting to see that there's a kind of a disconnect when it comes to like,
You see, like people think about society, right, in
Yeah.
their own image, right? They think that people think like me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we all think the same way. No. People don't think the same way.
Yeah.
A country is filled with people who really think different ways. That's why you get differences of opinion and
Some
why
people don't even think.
some people don't even think, they just follow.
Yeah,
Right.
But I think there's a deeper study that we have not, deeper conversation we want to talk about this is besides race, there's culture as well.
Exactly.
Which
Yeah.
I think is the underlying moment of underlying conversation of what this whole race thing is, because it's not really the color of your skin, it's what culture you practice. Like you can be Asian, right? But if you grew up in the States, if you grew up like in a Western society and you fucking don't even speak Chinese.
Yeah.
You know, how do you identify if you come back to Singapore, let's say to marry a local Singaporean, how do you identify with a Chinese Singaporean Chinese if you don't even speak Mandarin? Let's say your second mother tongue is like fucking French or Spanish because you grew up in the States.
Yeah.
You spend your whole life abroad. You know, how much does race play rather than culture?
Mm.
Right? And I think that's a conversation that we do not really have. Because at the end of the day, I think what many people are concerned with is that, oh, you marry someone outside of your race, you're marrying someone outside of your culture, and if you get married with your kids will not be practicing what my beliefs and my culture, my parents has been practicing.
my religion, my culture, what we have brought you up in,
my traditions.
Yeah.
You know, our kids will be distant from it. Our kids will not be ringing
And
bells
then
at 6 a.m.
Yeah, it goes back to like the way we were brought up. It's the best way.
Yeah.
Right, so everyone has some kind of like bias, right, to
Yeah.
whatever way that you were brought up in and all, because that's what you know.
Yeah.
And another thing that I found really disturbing is that no one actually questioned why is Eric Seng saying all these kind of things.
Right.
Like, let's find out why.
Yeah.
Why? What is he basing all these, all of his opinions on, or all of his ideas
us,
on?
we speculated a few reasons already. In like
Yeah,
the
but
whole-
but until he says it,
yeah,
we
He did,
wouldn't
but-
know.
Yeah.
Like, ask him much more serious questions, or go into his psyche.
Yeah.
Try to understand where he's coming from.
But they
Where
labeled,
how did he reach
they
that? How
they,
did he reach
they
that
labeled it
conclusion?
as such where he's admitted that he's a racist and we don't need to understand why.
Exactly.
But here at Lots of Lobang, we asked the serious question. Should we reach out to him and then bring him on as a guest?
We should. If he's out, he's not in prison, we should.
Yes, to explain
No,
himself.
but for
Yes.
now, from what
Yeah.
the Minister Shanmugam said, that they are not trying to pursue any punitive actions on him.
he's been suspended already. now.
The only thing is that he has been suspended by the school, which is not down to the government. It's what
The school, the private institution has
private-
choose to.
yeah.
But okay, on top of the fact that he has done those things, what the student said okay on those grounds that he has brought his personal views inside academic studies. That's
Personally, I think that's a good point, because if you're going to teach C programming or engineering, you should not be talking about
you
religion.
don't bring us.
You get what I mean?
That alone, right?
Yeah.
I think is
Yeah.
enough to suspend him.
Yeah.
On the other part, it's like when Deben started this whole thing, he did say
Yeah.
we're gonna end soon. So on the point where he actually said that everything he said about religion, on race, if brought into a religious point of view, right, there's a different connotation. Like everything he said put into a religious point, right? Oh shit! Suddenly has a different different acceptance level. I think that's quite important. That's a
Yeah. So who is the best podcast for Mr. Eric Singapore to come on to talk about race, religion,
I think
and
right here,
beliefs?
man. We
There's
are
only
the
Except
one.
Lobang.
except
There's
Lots
only
of
one.
Lobang.
There's only one.
It's
Yeah.
right here.
Fucking, you have a Chindian fella who's agnostic. You have a atheist Hindu and a fucking Jewish
Agnostic
Chinese.
agnostic as well.
Okay, I correct myself.
Yeah.
Agnostic
We're all
Hindu
agnostic.
and
I'm not even
fucking,
Jewish.
Jew Chinese.
He's Jewish.
This is the best time for Eric Singapore to come and fucking guest our podcast. So
Racist
check us out on
Eric Sing.
patreon.com/lots of lobang and you see Eric Singapore in the next couple of episodes.